So all the talking is over. The Slashers and Bouncers getting set for their showdown here at the Universal Studios. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Slashers with head coach Kevin Stapleton. Josh Carlson will be the handler. He wears number 10. Keep an eye out for him. Teron Williams is the gunner, very athletic. He can really take it to the rack. Shaggy O'Baby is the gunner. And Adam Hooker playing with that injury. He is the stopper. Tender ankle, but he is ready to go. Kevin Stapleton, born in the Bronx, New York City. Red Holzman, the legendary New York Knicks coach, is his role model. Let's take a look at the Bouncers and their starting five for this showdown. And then beset by some injuries as well, but Jeff Greeling will get the start at the handler spot. 6'5", 255 pounds. Dion Bailey is the gunner. He is a threat. And then you have James Lee, also a gunner, Lee from Jackson, Michigan. And Rodney Bond is the stopper from St. Louis, Missouri. He's known as Big Rod. The head coach is Hernando Panels. Panels is 26 years of age, and we are ready for SlamBall, the Slashers and Bouncers. And Pat, the contact begins right off the opening bounce.
Well, it's incredible. You compare the contact this year from what we saw last year. It's up at least by 300%, and expect to see more intense slams because the Tramps have been moved closer to the hoops. And as expected from the Bouncers, that quarterback style.
Lee's pass goes awry, no out of bounds. Picked up by Bailey. Lee has it. He'll throw it off the backboard, but he can't finish the slam. And the Slashers in transition.
Look at the contact from Bailey.
Tough leaner that time by O'Baby. Couldn't get it to fall. Look at the transition. Bailey flying in. Can't get the dunk.
What a great stop on that. You saw just pure vertical movement on that. Able to hold off the slam.
O'Baby with the lob. Williams couldn't finish it. Carlson.
Carlson, when he's on, solid from the outside.
Lets it rip, can't get it to fall though. A little tentative start here. Now the team has been able to get a point. Oh, man. How about the lift by Lee? Back rimmed it.
Looking back on that, getting horizontal in the lazy boy. You gotta love the angle.
Carlson trying to set things up. And Carlson able to get the first points of the ball game. Josh Carlson, a 24-year-old. Played Division II college basketball. Quickly the other way. Whoa, James Lee.
Second time sweet for Lee, connected on that. Looking back on the shot here, look at the angle, watch his body, and connects right in between on the block.
Carlson trying to set things up. O'Baby with it. A lot of contact underneath. O'Baby will dunk it, but it is a shot clock violation. Once the ball gets to midcourt, a 15-second clock, and Marcellus Wiley, so far, what do you think of the action?
This is intense, man. I think I'm in a safer sport right now, being in the NFL. These guys are really going at it. This is something.
At least when you're playing pro football, your feet are always planted on the ground.
Oh, you never know with this ball when it hits the ground. These guys are at it.
Oh. See a little check there by Bond.
Completely legal on that check. You saw him going to the boards there. As long as they're dribbling the ball.
Bailey's pass a little too high for Lee. O'Baby in transition. Remember, when you get the dunk, that's where 3 points, and what a perfect feed. And Teron Williams finishes it.
Look at the alley awesome right here. Alley-oop, connects on it. Bang for 3. He'll take that.
And Josh Carlson picked off the inbound pass, and he dunked one in, so the Slashers have an 8-3 lead.
The little man used the trampoline to his advantage that play.
Oh!
Lee avoids the big hit, and now we get a foul, and it's called on James Lee.
Interesting on that, though. He literally slid out, kind of rolled him over. So this will be our first face-off of the game.
Is this free throw time?
Pat run the fans through.
Different.
A lot of Lee went up high and knocked it away from O'Baby.
Marcellus, that is your free throw in SlamBall. You gotta love that.
Nothing's free about that.
Watch the contact. Up, down, able to get the hand on it a second time, but then grabs onto the hoop.
Unbelievable. And And in that situation, Lee has to go straight up. He can't jump out and meet the player on the faceoff.
That is right. You cannot drift forward as a stopper. There's a good reason for that.
Nice play by Bond. Here's Rod Wilson. Ooh. Got checked. Chris Young is in the game. Rob Wilson can't connect with Bailey.
Yeah, Wilson's been having a problem so far getting with Bailey. Usually they're a good combination.
Campbell denied. Slashers in transition.
He's coming. Oh, I saw that coming.
Yeah, they called him the ghetto bird.
Oh, he had some nerve damage in his knee, but he showed a lot of nerve right there.
He was completely stretched on that.
Carlson drawing contact from Bailey.
Young's coming again.
Oh, boy!
And a great stop once again. Hooker.
Playing with that tender ankle. That's why he's the stopper. The last line of defense.
And look to the left of your screen. That was Hooker going up. Great stop.
And then Carlson, the 5'11" guy, able to pop one in.
The Spud Webb of the game, man. That's 2 dunks already for little man.
Those are worth 3 when you slam it down. Hooker down low, trying to play a little D. That's a live ball, folks. Temple able to pick it up. Temple! It hit Hooker and came out.
Does that count?
That is a good defensive play. It was not all the way down. Campbell.
Campbell springing off the inside edge of the island there.
And a loose ball as Rodney Bond went down for it. And a tie-up goes to the deep possession. Will be going Slashers' way. And right now the head coach of the Bouncers, Fernando Pinell, is complaining about the last one where it looked like they had the dunk, but the ball popped out. Hooker was able to get his hand in there, Pat, and knock it away.
That's good D. You have to be aggressive, whether it be up the hoop or down in the tramps. And you're also seeing a lot of guys this year. It's interesting. They're starting to dribble on the tramps. I mean, the creativity, the evolution of this game continues to progress.
Wilson.
Little team-on-team contact there.
Young.
Did you see the reach on that? Young was going short, didn't have the trajectory, but able to reach for it. Look at Young, and gets it in.
Great play by Chris Young.
Almost 2 in the tramp, but able to get out.
Back the other way, Wilson.
And you cannot up and down like that. You need to pass that ball off once you hit the tramp once. So Wilson a little up and down on there.
Now you can pass it to yourself, can't you?
Oh, you're gonna see that in games to come. We got Snoop, one of the players doing that. Fletcher, along with Shakes.
Tell you what, Rodney Bond is playing some serious D over here for the this guy.
Mowbray for Nucky, back to Mowbray. Puts back his own miss.
Smell my Nikes, player.
Keith Mowbray, what a play.
Piggyback style.
Bond lets it rip. And that's the end of the first quarter. High wire acrobatics in the first quarter. Excellent performance by Josh Carlson and the Slashers. Carlson with a little black eye took a shiner. Josh Carlson with 8 points in the first quarter, including 2 slams. Slashers with the edge. Hey, John. John Faratzis. Just let me know, like, if you're going to have a rollout package, just give me a quick cue of who it is. Yeah, no. All right.
Yeah, I'll talk about Josh Carlson.
John, what's the score?
How many stops? Oh, okay. All right.
Slashers lead it by 5 after 1. Let's send it down to Jill Arrington.
Well, the trampolines become the great equalizer in slam ball at only 5'11". Josh Carlson, he has created all the sparks today for the Slashers, guys. Check him out.
Josh Carlson has been spectacular. 2 slams. When you get that dunk, Pat, it's worth 3. Slashers with it. Mowbray. Oh, what a stop by Bond!
Oh, Bond is something special into that rim.
How about Hooker back the other way?
Young almost taking a gainer style in the back flip.
Now there's an injured player. There's an injured player on the court. Nucky had his shot blocked. And there's an injured player, Gennaro Hempel, a handler from Chicago, Illinois, played his college ball at Florida A&M, and Adam Hooker of the Slashers immediately notifying the official that Hempel was down and legitimately hurt.
Hempel, a new player to SlamBall this year, just getting a full dose of reality, the type of contact. And you saw the contact there between Young coming down on the leg.
Young fell right on the back of Hempel's leg. And Marcellus is a professional football player. You're probably at your most susceptible a lot of times when someone, you know about people falling on the back of your leg.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Friendly fire, friendly fire gets most of the guys out there, so you can't be standing around the piles, and some weird angles, sometimes the worst injuries occur.
See, Young goes up trying to get the follow, and he falls right on the back of the right leg of Gennaro Hempel, the rookie whose idol is Spud Webb. And he is still down and still hurt. Let's take a look at the first quarter statistics. Take a look at the field goal percentage for the Bouncers, only at 30%. And the hits, 13 for the Slashers. They really challenged on the inside, Pat.
Well, as we said at the top of the show, we are seeing such an increase in the physicality of this game. It is just so much more hockey, football aspect this year. And they were a team that was really not known for their physicality, but this year, obviously, we're seeing a new team.
Good to see Gennaro Hempel walking off under his own strength. Jill Arrington will get a report for us. The trainer taking a look at Hempel, but he seems to be okay. And action continues here in the second quarter. Lee.
Look at that, Hooker!
A little hook pass, and Hooker able to pick it off. Slashers back the other way. Williams had it knocked away, deflected, and picked off. Bouncers into the front court. Lee on Hooker. Oh! Facial by James Lee.
Facial, manicure, pedicure, everything.
Look at that, right into his armpit. That's just salt in the wound.
Little bounce pass, nifty move.
That's
by Nucky.
That's some creativity we're talking about. These guys are starting to realize all the elements they're able to use in this game, whether it be the passing off the walls or actually dribbling on the tramps.
Bailey back with it the other way. Campbell missed the jump shot. Taking it hard to the rack is Lee again. And again, Hooker there playing defense down low. And let's send it down to Jill for an update on Hempel. Jill?
Yeah, with the Bouncers handler, Gennaro will be back in. He just landed on that ankle wrong. Someone landed on it. They're taping him up, and he'll be back on the court soon, guys.
All right, Bailey with it for the Bouncers. Shot clock at 9. They'll fire up the jumper. It was short, and they're going to count it. They're going to call goaltending. They're going to call goaltending on Hooker.
Well, important, I want to point out, you are allowed to goaltend in a SlamBall, but not when it's shot from the outside. You can goaltend on shots taken from the tram. It's kind of a sleeper of the game. I got to point out, Bond's doing a great job on defense. Williams having to get it off soon, off the island.
Slashers offense really been sputtering since Carlson said that. That's points.
Freeling for Lee. Bailey with it. Nucky trying to play some D. Bond. Left hand. Oh! Rodney Bond is known as Big Rod, and that was a big-time play.
Check out Gibraltar here, coming in. Igneous style, bam!
It's worth 3. Bouncers lead it by 3. A little pass off the wall again. Campbell trying to find Williams. And here come the Bouncers. Bailey. Oh, a little behind the back. Maybe one pass too many. Bailey retrieves it, though. Shot clock at 6. Bailey for Lee. tries a little reverse, and Hooker played the good D. And here come the slashers back the other way. Teron Williams trying to set things up. Nucky couldn't get the pass, and here come the bouncers in transition. And Bailey will hold it up.
That's interesting. Bouncers kind of switching up their QB style of playing.
Looks like they're going to get a hold on Obebe. Played basketball in Mexico last year to the 26-year-old from Greensboro, North Carolina. We got the face-off here. This is the second one we've seen in the game. Bailey on Obebe.
Tries to pump it, but no.
Good job by Obebe.
Not a lot of energy on that one. Going back, I thought he was going to come in for like a triple pump, but just lost speed, didn't hit the trajectory right. Fell about a foot short on that. You can see him here, just a little too far out, and great on Obebe on the D on that.
Carling just turned it over. Here's Obebe in transition.
Oh!
Obebe. Obebe.
Uncontested by Bond. Unusual for him.
Check out the vertical on that. 3 feet above the hoop.
Williams call for the penalty, so we'll have another face-off. This is James Lee for the Bouncers from Jackson, Michigan. Played at the University of San Francisco. On Williams. Can't get it to fall. He back rimmed it. Got there.
He had the double hammer. I thought he was going to connect. But you saw off to the side. He tried to wrap it around to his left side. Watch that. But was not able to connect. And that's great D right there. Able to float and handle the redirect.
Bouncers in possession. Not hit that time.
Little chicken wing there. That hurt.
Yeah. Carlson saved it for the Slashers. Williams! Obebe picks it back.
And check out the distance on this. You saw him wrap it up, but could not connect. And we're just seeing a great job from Bond. He is protecting the hoop for the Bouncers.
Hooker's done a pretty good job as well.
Just the alley-oop right there.
Bailey lost the handle. Hooker starts the break. Here's Carlson. Carlson!
Oh!
Another slam for Carlson.
As you were pointing out, you know, they kind of slowing up without Carlson. Carlson comes in, and looking back on Carlson's drift. Slip in from the side, so slippery on that, connects for 3.
Bond was overplaying the pass. Here's Young. Hooker says, get it out of here.
No flies around here, baby. Big swat. Big swat.
Bailey. Oh! James Lee.
He was so committed on that. Watch how horizontal he gets after hitting. You gotta love that.
And Carlson turns it over. He's got to let go of that ball, doesn't he?
Bounce on that no.
Adam Hooker, 16 stops already in the game. Tied at 20. Under a minute to go until halftime. Whoa! James Lee, the silent one, goes high.
Lee was coming from the penthouse on that one. Express all the way down.
Now a turnover. Lee again on Hooker. Little
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Nice.
And that's,
James Lee.
That's a good switch up when you get the slam and you come back with just a little sugar.
Obebe
Look at that.
avoids traffic.
Feather touch.
Carlson with the nifty feed. Williams couldn't finish it. Obebe gets it back. On the plexiglass, Young's got it on Hooker! Carlson with 9 seconds. Obebe. Williams, 4 seconds to go. Williams will let it rip. Can't get it to fall. Will not count. Well, let's look at Adam Hooker get his 17th stop.
I'll tell you, there's something Hooker's doing right, and it's this. Look at the tenacity in his blocks tonight. Those guys are coming in with such speed and power. Hooker able to hold them off.
Playing with a tender ankle, 22-year-old Adam Hooker, known as the Iceman from Dalton, Georgia, with an outstanding first half for the Slashers. Adam Hooker stopping most attempts from the Bouncers. excellent first half of play for Adam Hooker and the Slashers as we send it down to Jill Arrington with Hooker.
That's right, Adam Hooker has had a nice half, but you're a little frustrated with yourself because you're behind, huh?
Yeah, my guys doing a good job keeping them out of the tramps. I'm not got a good timing tonight. It's something I got to come out and do in the second half.
All right, well, we're looking good from our point of view, but good luck. Get some strategy in the halftime. Okay, guys.
All right, the Slashers, Adam Hooker with 17 stops at the half. The Bouncers, though, with a 5-point lead, 25-20. Outstanding action in the first half as we send it back to our studio.
That's unbelievable.
You guys, this is really romantic. Look just behind us here. You guys want to just take a break for a hug?
The guy told me not to talk much the first time. Okay. Oh, yeah.
That was job.
All right. Not a problem. Where did they go?
Right there. Really tense.
There's a little cave underneath.
Oh, okay.
A little big blue still.
Looks like your locker room.
Yeah, minus some square footage. Wood.
The Berber carpet. We're missing that. The aromatherapy in the corners.
I don't know how much Gatorade I'll be drinking after that half, man. I'll be looking for Band-Aids. That's unbelievable.
I'm telling you, the amount of commitment versus this year versus last year. I mean, they're completely laid out. They go in, it's like no regard.
Yeah, you see full extension.
Yeah.
No regard for their bodies. Sweet. Where do you practice this?
That's it. Well, last year there was a contingency plan to roll out by this year. There was going to be courts throughout anyone who wanted to get involved. I don't know if that's still the case. I know it's kind of Pat Croce's, wishes. But I think they set this up. They had a practice court set up somewhere in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Speaking of Pat Croce, Sun Valley. Okay. Yeah! What's up, my man? How you been?
Great.
How you doing, sir? All right, how's it going?
One guy here, we got two guys here. We got to stop that. And so I'm saying, he's never left open. All right? If it's obviously if it's you at the top, which I don't think will happen, you don't have to attack to this side. You go up. Now, if it's this guy, he's got to attack.
Hey.
The outside. Okay, he's coming up. Now, you can't always do that. So you're gonna go in here, you're gonna bang it off the glass, whether this is Shaggy or Scott. All right, okay? You're going to bang it.
You guys need any glue?
Not right now.
They might want to get a.
Let's hear it.
It's just like a little spot heater,
Cheesecake Factory heater. Lamp.
Can we get some calamari and a spot heater? And we want the artichoke spinach dip.
Oh, that's good.
And I'll take a Cadillac margarita on the rocks, no salt. Thanks. Great. We'll be great. Yeah. What's this? Okay.
No,
Yeah.
did not have.
See, he is the ghetto bird.
The Birdman.
Yeah.
Flying anywhere.
Hooker.
Down for us. Do you need anything from me?
SlamBall fans, make sure to stick around for the next game. The Steel versus the Bandits at 8 o'clock. And our feature game at 9 p.m. the Mob versus the Rumble. And at 10 p.m. Diablos versus Lightning. And we're out for a giveaway in 3 games. So you are invited to hang out and enjoy some more SlamBall for the rest of the night.
Hey, John, I had a quick question. Yes. John, okay, I'll see you. John, I had a quick question when you get a chance. Are we going to be, maybe a couple days into it, are we going to be able to get the statistics on the blocks as they're happening? You know, block shots, something that's a little... Will there ever be someone up here? Okay. Okay. You got it.
Hey, how many points does Lee have? 13.
How many blocks on Hooker?
17 stops.
Yeah. Okay. It's pretty plush. Yeah.
Welcome back at the half. The Bouncers lead the Slashers 25-20. Bob Papa, Pat Purnell, Marcellus Wiley, and James Lee, the gunner, known as the silent one, has been anything but silent in the first half. 13 points, 4 slams. He leads the Bouncers in the scoring attack in the first half of play. James Lee, raised in Los Angeles, has a history degree from the University of San Francisco. We have a bounce off to start quarter number 3. Bouncers in the orange. Obebe with the steal. Bond the stopper over the head of Carlson. What a great first quarter. Carlson with a little lay-in. Bond tipped it away.
Carlson usually coming from the outside, has been opting to go in and been denied 3 times tonight so far.
And Hooker gets his 18th stop. Obebe back the other way. Left the pass a little short. Bailey, Bond, on Hooker. Yeah.
He must have saw the highlights.
The metronome on that up-tempo, didn't even waste a beat, skipped straight forward, did not waste time arcing it up high. That's just smart, that's smart ball there when you take a direct line like that.
Wow, you went to geometry class, it
Yeah.
seems like, 'cause that was a good angle to take.
He got out his protractor, figured it out.
15 for Lee. They had a penalty. So Teron Williams on the face-off against Kryling. Williams just back-rimmed it.
I like Williams, though. Try to get the juke right off the top there. Try to get the quick fake. And Marcellus, you know a thing or two about, you know, trying to read the fakes.
Yeah, he tried to redirect and make the guy get off balance, but he kind of just went long with it.
And then he ended up faking himself out. Did not connect. Had an open rim. I don't see why he didn't make that. But Hooker, a lot of time. 3, you could not stay on the island. I've seen a lot of players.
Did he not look like Rodman just then? Didn't know how to shoot the ball. Come on, Hooker.
There you look at Josh Carlson. Ron Williams. Bouncers with the ball. Shot clock starts once the ball gets to midcourt. 15-second shot clock. Riley trying to get things set up.
Yeah, baby, it looked like a little push in the tramp. You cannot have contact in the tramp. Well, the face-off, and as we pointed out earlier, this is the free throw section, which is.
I'm putting my money on this one. I think he's going to convert it.
All right, James Lee has 15 points already. Lee. James Lee.
James Lee.
Signal, mirror, over shoulder, go on that. Flipping it to the side, watch. To the right, to the left, and back, connects.
James Buddy Lee, show your dungarees, baby.
From underneath.
Hey, after watching that, I want to be like Buddy Lee. Ryland. Hooker in transition. Campbell for Williams. Williams a little floater. Carlson gets it back out for Williams. He resets. Got his man, Campbell. The two men on the tramp.
Yeah, we had it basically came up. Campbell had to connect on that ball. Once he came up off the tramp, got with the ball, cannot come back down onto the tramp with the ball. It's a timing issue on that for Campbell.
Lee for Bailey. Bond. Oh, he snuck it through. How did Hooker not stop that
He's
one?
completely laid back on that. Tray table in the upright position, but he was horizontal, able to connect. He was already past the rim at that point.
Yeah, Hooker missed it in the swat. He should just kept his arm straight up.
Young lost the handle. Gives it off for Lee. Bouncers reset.
And that's, that is straight up Morris Thorpe Coolidge White Shadow off the backboard. Coach Reeves would be proud. Look at that.
Oh, I'm running out of tape in this camcorder. He is a man amongst kids.
James Lee dominant in this contest. Let's listen into the benches.
I don't want to lose our assignments on defense, guys. Let's not lose our assignments on defense. It's 37-20 right now, but we cannot lose our assignments. Know what you need to do. Know what you need to do. We know who we're doubling. We're doubling to the front. Okay? We're going to single Scott Campbell. We're going to let Josh Carlson, whoever Dan Nucky to attack, single coverage, get some good hitting. Don't forget, we get the ball to Chris Young. James is running down the side. That's nice. But we got to pick up those loose balls if he's coming. All right? Let's go right now.
We got 9 players right now. Toronto, Ben Hayes away, sucking for here. When you go back on the floor, who's the double team on the play?
A pass to the guy coming across, all right? All right? So it's not throwing it up. Okay? Yeah, go to the, all right? Okay, okay, come on. Let's play hard on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hard!
And this is a 12-0 run to start the third quarter. It was 25-20 at the half. It's now 37-20. And I'll tell you what, the Slashers, not only is their defense a little suspect, but they haven't been able to figure out a way to get a point.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, they say without a good defense, you can't do good at slam ball. But when the Slashers offense, when it's on, they do give it, you know, pretty good try. Look at Carlson. Wow. Unchallenged on that.
That's the second time they've expected him to pass, and he's finished it. First points for the Slashers here in the third.
We've seen a lot of players using the pass option for themselves on the tramp.
Look at Lee. Just a little later.
Yeah, had a dunk opportunity. Didn't think it was going to be given to him.
3-on-2. Left-hander no good by Campbell. Carlson chases it back down. Williams sends it out. Campbell finishes it. Scott Campbell.
With his chest, I think.
Look at the timing. Ball goes up, over, and down. Taking a direct dial on that.
So after the timeout, the Slashers have scored 6 in a row. Young lost the handle. Here's Williams the other way. For Campbell. Campbell with the jam. That's a 9-0 run for the Slashers.
Such beautiful float time. Campbell takes his time, waits it out, then connects for 3.
Young trying to answer. Hooker there.
Gettleberg getting his wings clipped on that.
3 turnovers in a row for Young. Got to watch it now. Hold on to the rock, baby. Oh, he's dunking.
Bond says, get it out of here. Bailey. Young on Hooker. Bailey able to get it back. Passes it to himself. Lost the handle. Williams for Campbell. On Bond.
Up and over the clavicle of Bond.
I'm tearing down my Bond poster, man. I thought he was the man.
12-0 run for the Slashers after the timeout, and they're right back in it, down only 5. Carlson taking it to Bond. Can't finish it. Williams with it for the Slashers. Shot clock at 8. Campbell with it. Shot clock at 3. Tied up by Young. Possession arrow in favor of the Bouncers.
It's interesting. You see Bond go up. Only 6'6", but he's such an albatross. He's got that wingspan.
We don't have to.
Good job. The defense gets a good defense that time by the Slashers. Bebe.
Bailey trying to get it off the glass over to Young.
Here's Obebe on Bond.
That's some smart play right there. Passing to himself and then back.
And Obebe with the finish.
Great distribution with the ball. Allowed them to get those points right there.
How about this after the timeout? 14-0 run by the Slashers. And again, Hooker playing great defense down low, stopping Bailey. Here come the Slashers trying to add it. Oh, what a finish by Dan Nucky.
The blitzkrieg continues.
17-0 run. So the Bouncers started in the third with a 12-0 run. Now 17's in for the Slashers. Bond can't finish it.
And Hooker is on fire tonight.
The turnover here. Young knocked away. Hooker, can they get one off? 1 second to go. Obebe does not. But a 17-0 run by the Slashers to close out the third quarter. Josh Carlson doing it on the offensive end, along with Dan Nucky on this spectacular finish. And after the Bouncers jumped out to a 17-point lead, it is all knotted up at 37 at the end of 3.
That's plain and simple, guys. That's plain and simple.
So Coach Kevin Stapleton has to be pleased with the way things worked out at the end of that third quarter. Scott Campbell gave him a spark off the bench, 8 points and 2 slams, knotted up at 37 after 3. Ron Williams setting up. Campbell working down low. Campbell with the high wire act from Atlanta, Georgia. Tied at 37, 1 more quarter to go. After 3, the Bouncers and Slashers tied at 37. Take a look at the stats through 3. 29 hits for the Slashers, 15 for the Bouncers. The third quarter was all about runs. The Bouncers scored the first 12 to take a 17-point lead, but the Slashers closed the third quarter out on a 17-0 run. Bob Papa, Pat Purnell, Marcellus Wiley, and Jill Harrington. Slashers with it here to start the fourth, and another dunk for Nucky.
They are just continuing And there's something going on right now with the bouncer's D. It's not there.
Let's take a look at Nucky getting a pretty easy slam right here.
And that's beautiful timing with the arc, the connect on the alley-oop. But earlier in the game, we saw Bond doing his duties on D. Hooker was doing it on the opposite side, but it seems like Bond just not able to read the timing.
Yeah, with Bond on the sideline right now, their defense is definitely struggling. I don't know what he needs, some more Gatorade, but he needs to get back out there.
Well, that gives a lift to the bouncers. Gennaro Hempel, who went out in the first half, someone fell on the back of his ankle. Seemed to have no problems, Marcellus.
Not at all. I mean, he not only dunked, but coming down, he met him in the air and said, take this, baby.
Now off the face-off, going back the other way. Obebe can't get it to fall. Nucky saves it for the Slashers. Tipped away by Rick Maiden. Here's Lee. Hempel. Hooker says, get it out of my house.
Way off on the timing on Lee on that. Kind of forced to get rid of it before he came back down to the tramp.
Obebe finds Williams. Shot clock at 7. Nucky keeps it alive. Shot clock at 2. And Obebe gets the shot off before the shot clock expired.
But he did go down on the tramp on that. It was hard to see, but he did take control of the ball, went down to the tramp. You need to get rid of the ball before coming back down to the tramp.
Thought it was a shooting foul for a second there. I know that's not going to happen in SlamBall.
Yeah. No, this was a...
They did call the foul, so Obebe on the face-off.
So Obebe faked Wilson in, and it pays off.
Jam.
Important note, Obebe faked Wilson. Wilson came in. Once he's in, he's got to stay in. And look at this. Wilson's already in. Here comes Obebe. Launches, takes flight. Little Air Jordan-esque there on the splits. Little Daffy. Getting sideways, little scissor. Daya! Connects. Beautiful timing and way to throw Wilson off. Because Wilson usually solid in the face-off on the D side.
Flashes with the edge on the slam. Hooker knocked away neatly by Wilson. Hempel.
Yeah. 2 in a row for him. Injury, obviously. Forgotten memory.
Nice to see the little man step up like that.
Bad pass by Hooker. Maiden with the steal on Hooker, and Hooker denies him. Picked up by Hempel.
Again!
No, James Lee.
Yeah, leave him alone when he's in the air.
Here came Hempel, unchallenged. Hooker was just kind of hanging on to the hoop. Hooker gave him such speed before, but not that time.
That hit by Lee. That's legal. Williams in traffic. And Williams draws the penalty. That is legal. Lee not only dunking, but that time dunking Nucky.
You gotta love the contact. I think they make any Canucks fan very proud when you see that on the boards like that.
All right, Williams on the face-off. Hempel will try to stop him. Here's Williams. Goes whoa! Great move by Williams, but he couldn't finish.
Looked like he was going to take a trip downstairs with the ball. Watch this. Up, down. Going for some loose change under the leg. But can't make $3 on that.
How about the 5'9" Hempel? Did a pretty good job against the 6'6" Williams.
Not giving half a point for style.
Oh, nice feed, and Campbell finishes it. Now we get a violation here on the inbound from Maiden. Rick Maiden, the 6'7" gunner. Now they inbounded properly. Lee takes a hit. Lee on Hooker. Can't get it to fall, and Carlson with it for the Slashers.
Lee way off his trajectory on that. About 3 feet under the rim.
Campbell denied by Wilson. Here's Lee.
There's that fast.
Yes! Baby! James Lee has been unbelievable.
And that is the fast break approach we're used to seeing from the bouncers. QB style. Got it up in time. And Hooker had no time to really react. Carlson just getting annihilated the boards over there.
Williams timing off there. Wilson's outlet stolen by Campbell for the Slashers. They trail by 3. Williams.
Nice little crossover.
And somehow it was knocked away by Wilson.
Kind of a lucky bump on his elbow to the ball.
Bailey, Hooker, denied him. Here's Williams. Oh, nice play by Wilson. He got his hand up there and knocked it away.
What's great about that, Wilson was moving backwards. He 180, came back around with his right hand and connected on the block, denying Williams. Watch this. Here he comes in. Wilson kind of floating back, able to flip back around, floating towards the island. That's just straight air agility.
Aaron passed that time. Marcellus, you know what it's like to play in fourth quarters of tight game. You feel the intensity picking up a little bit here?
Oh, definitely. I mean, your heart, you can just hear it pounding in your ears. You're so tired, but you got to just suck it up, and this is where conditioning really pays off.
Campbell missed an easy follow. Here's Lee again. Hooker says, no way.
Hooker was not taking the bait on that.
Obebe lost the handle. Campbell will pick it up for the Slashers. Trailing by 3. Errant pass.
Definitely frenetic scene. Some ugly time. Mama! Help me! I'm hurt!
Ghetto Bird. Chris Bird now a steal. Dion Bailey!
The game!
First the Bird lays it in the nest, and then comes Bailey.
Are you kidding me?
Insult to injury.
Dion Bailey. What a finish here over Hooker. And the Slashers have to talk it over. How about that, Marcellus?
Oh, that deserves a 10-day contract with the Lakers, man. At the least. Wow.
That got the bouncers bench fired up. Well, we're under 2 minutes now. So any converted shot behind the Tramps in front of the baseline is worth a 3. Shot clock starts on inbounds, and let's send it down to Jill Arrington. Jill?
A thing or two about full contact. Mr. Sugar Ray Leonard, what brings you out to check out SlamBall?
Well, I'm here to see my trainer, Ivan Lattimore from the Rumble. You know, he's a very good trainer, but I don't know how much of a basketball player he is. So I'm here to see what he's all about.
Are you impressed by this contact you're seeing out here on the court?
It's fun. It's awesome. It's a different concept, and I like it. It's very exciting.
Right, sure is. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. Back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Jill. And Sugar Ray, here's Bailey, uncontested. He got it off before the shot clock, and the Bouncers have broken this thing open. They lead by 12. Nice stop that time by Obebe. Here's Young.
Unchallenged again, Young.
Oh, they are running them into the ground right now.
Well, this is what we're used to seeing from the Bouncers, is that QB fast break. Almost a Hail Mary approach.
Yeah.
15 unanswered for the Bouncers. And they force another turnover. Young on Hooker. Hooker with another stop.
Hooker almost getting his chin right between the hoop and the backboard on that.
Carlson. Obebe. Back for Carlson. He's going to shoot a 3. We're under 2 minutes. Left it short. Here come the Bouncers again, trying to add to this run. Lee can't get it to go. Carlson. Campbell. Tough little pass inside.
They are just unraveling at this point. Started off such a good start. Slashers just unraveling at this point.
Young left-handed dunk, can't get it to fall. Lee with it.
Wilson's turn, look at this.
And Wilson, uncontested, is going to slam it home.
Looks like RoboCop. I saw that coming, man.
And Hooker's had enough. He's seen Bouncers flying in his face. The Bouncers break this thing open. An 18-0 run. Now a little dunk there by Obebe ends the run, but it's too little, too late. The Bouncers post the victory, breaking this thing open. It was tied at 37 after 3. But guys like Chris Young, Gennaro Hempel come off the bench. Dion Bailey did his thing. And James Lee was the star. The 24-year-old gunner, known as the silent one, was anything but silent, Pat Parnell.
James Lee really showed the cohesiveness and the versatility of this team, but stepped up when he needed to really, make the points count. Start with that deficit early on, and they were able to make it up at the end.
James Lee got it all done. 32 points, 10 slams, and played some D. He's standing by with Jill Arrington.
That's right, I'm here with the MVP. It was all you tonight, never stopped. How did it feel out here?
I feel real good. I tweaked my knee a little bit in the first half, but I knew my team was going to need me, so I came through and just sucked up the pain.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy this win, guys. Back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Jill. James Lee with 32 points to key the Bouncers. They break it open in the fourth quarter. The final score, the Bouncers 64 and the Slashers 49 as we send it back to our SlamBall studio.